Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Victoria Lane. U.S. President Donald Trump says a decisive strike against Iran was halted after intervention by what he described as very good people from Pakistan who are close to Tehran. Speaking aboard Air Force One while returning from China, President Trump said he had not favored a ceasefire, but agreed after pressure from several countries, calling the move a favor to Pakistan. He praised Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Chief of Army Staff Field Marshal Asim Munir for their role in helping prevent the attack. Trump also accused Iran of repeatedly undermining negotiations and warned that his patience was running out. In the same remarks, the U.S. President announced that the United States and Nigeria had jointly killed senior Islamic State commander Abu Bilal al-Manuki, describing the operation as a major blow to the militant group's global network. Meanwhile, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has thanked Pope Leo XIV for what he called a moral and fair stance regarding recent U.S. military strikes on Iran. According to Iranian state media, Pezeshkian said the attacks were carried out under false pretenses, violated international law, and were backed by Israel. He stated that the strikes took place despite ongoing negotiations between Tehran and Washington. The Iranian president also criticized Donald Trump over remarks about destroying Iran's civilization, calling the comments dangerous and irresponsible. He warned that U.S. and Israeli actions threaten international law, human values, and religious principles. At the United Nations, Iran's envoy Amir Saeed Iravani has blamed those who initiated war against Iran for instability in the Strait of Hormuz and its wider economic consequences. Addressing a special session of the UN Economic and Social Council, Iravani warned of continued disruption to global energy markets, trade flows, and supply chains. He said Iran had faced 2 unlawful acts of aggression in less than a year, describing them as violations of the UN Charter and international law. The envoy added that instability in the region stems from military escalation by Israel and the United States, and warned that the consequences could continue even after military operations end. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has held a telephone conversation with Uzbekistan's Foreign Minister Bakhtiyor Saidov, according to Pakistan's Foreign Office. The two leaders discussed bilateral ties, regional developments, and matters of mutual interest. Foreign Minister Saidov appreciated Pakistan's constructive role in mediation efforts aimed at promoting regional peace and security. Both sides agreed to remain in close contact and continue strengthening cooperation between Pakistan and Uzbekistan. For more on Pakistan's diplomatic engagements and regional coordination efforts, we're joined by our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Officials in Islamabad say Pakistan is continuing its outreach with regional and international partners amid rising tensions across the Middle East. Diplomatic sources indicate that recent engagements have focused on de-escalation, regional stability, and strengthening economic cooperation. The Foreign Office has emphasized Pakistan's support for dialogue and peaceful conflict resolution. Analysts here believe Islamabad is positioning itself as a key diplomatic bridge in the region while maintaining close coordination with neighboring and allied countries. Back to you, Victoria.
Thank you, Sarah. Federal Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi says the visit of an Egyptian delegation will help open new avenues for bilateral cooperation between Pakistan and Egypt. Mohsin Naqvi and Minister of State for Interior Talal Chaudhry met a delegation from Egypt's Interior Ministry, led by Major General Magdi Halal. Discussions focused on cooperation in security, counterterrorism, anti-narcotics, cybercrime, and safe city projects. Both countries also agreed to expand joint training programs between the National Police Academy and the Egyptian Police Academy. The Interior Minister said Pakistan would take practical steps to further strengthen relations, while a Pakistani delegation is expected to visit Egypt soon. In economic news, the government has reduced the price of kerosene oil by 7.23 rupees per liter. According to a notification issued by the Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority, the new price has been set at 311.73 rupees per liter, down from 318.96 rupees. The Petroleum Ministry also announced that the petroleum levy on petrol has been reduced by 9.24 rupees per liter, bringing it down to 108.17 rupees. Meanwhile, the levy on diesel has been increased by 9.40 rupees to 52 rupees per liter. Earlier, the Petroleum Division had announced a 5 rupee reduction in the prices of both petrol and high-speed diesel. And finally, the National Disaster Management Authority has issued a nationwide weather alert for the next 12 to 24 hours. The NDMA has warned of strong winds, thunderstorms, heavy rainfall, and possible hailstorms across several parts of the country. Rain is expected in Islamabad, Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Azad Kashmir, and parts of Sindh, with heavier downpours forecast in northern regions. Authorities have also warned that rising temperatures combined with continued rainfall may accelerate glacier melting, increasing the risk of flash floods, glacial lake outburst floods, and landslides. Citizens are being advised to avoid unnecessary travel and follow official safety advisories. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Victoria Lane.